Could you imagine trying to hang a pig?
Walt Disney created multiple fake companies like MT Lots Real Estate to buy Florida land in 1960s. This let him acquire what is now Disney World while avoiding suspicion and keeping prices low. The stores on Main Street are the names of the original company. You can plant pineapple by slicing off the top of the plant while it is still in soil. Chuck Norris once heard nothing could kill him, so he tracked down nothing and killed it.
That's a bona fide fact.
The weight of all the ants on the earth is equivalent to the weight of all the humans on the earth. If all the females in a group of clownfish die, the male will change its gender in order to keep the group alive.
Okay.
Over 4 million people of Irish descent are in the United States, 8 times more than the population of Ireland. Ugly people are more likely to get harsher prison sentences as opposed to attractive people.
Right.
Huh.
Palm trees are
So,
part of the grass family. Majoricophobia is the fear of cooking. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. Facebook is predominantly blue in color, in part because Mark Zuckerberg is red-green colorblind, and blue is the richest color that he can see.
My son is colorblind. He can only see blue.
Joe paid $10,000 for a T1 internet connection in order to play Quake without lag.
Do what? What was that one?
Joe Rogan paid $10,000 for a T1 internet connection in order to play Quake without lag. He later realized that lag was mostly in part because of the other players. Rats can chew through wood, cement, bricks, lead, cinder blocks, and aluminum.
Ricky's rats are planning an escape right now.
Underground is the only...
probably. They're actually eating an ice cream cone.
Underground is the only word in the English language that starts with und and ends with und.
What?
Nice.
Oh,
So what are we
I
gonna
did.
do now? Who are we calling?
No, we're not calling shit. This is useless facts with Jacob.
A tiny soft-shelled turtle urinates through its mouth.
What?
Fuck.
The term genuine leather isn't reassuring you that the item is made of real leather. It's actually a distinct grade of leather, and is the second worst type of leather there is. A flock of crows is known as a murder. Banging your head against a wall burns 150 calories an hour.
Okay.
Avocados have the highest fiber and calorie of any fruit. The leg muscles of a locust are about 10,000 times more powerful than an equal weight of humans. When Joseph Garrett invented toilet paper in 1857, he had his name printed on each sheet. The Dead Sea is roughly 8.6 times saltier than the ocean. Some species of earthworm can have as many as 10 hearts. There is enough energy in one bolt of lightning to power the average home for 2 weeks. Cigarette butts are the most littered item in the entire world and has an estimated of 4.5 trillion littered annually. Each butt can take 5 to 400 years to completely break down. One incandescent bulb uses the same amount of power as roughly 6 to 10 LED bulbs. Movie theater popcorn costs more per ounce than filet mignon. The price of popcorn is now 1,200% higher than its production cost. A group of cats is called a clouder. Paying for and giving out candy on Halloween as an adult is like paying for free candy that you got as a kid. Killer whales are able to learn to speak dolphin when killer whales will socialize with bottlenose dolphins at water facilities. They change the type of sounds they make to resemble those of their social partners. Nuclear power plants are one of the safest ways to generate energy, producing 100 times less radiation than coal plants, and they're 100% emission-free. Ants can accidentally misinterpret the chemical trails left by other ants and start walking in circles. If too many members of the colony join in, it can kill the whole colony in what is sometimes known as a death spiral. Walmart loses $3 billion a year to theft. Millions of Rick Rolls have only earned Rick Astley $12 due to him not owning the copyright of the song. Color tells us about the temperature of a candle's flame. The inner core of the candle is blue with a temperature around it of about 100 or 1 million, or not 1 million, 1,400 Celsius. This is the hottest part of the flame. The color inside the flame becomes yellow, orange, and faintly red based upon how hot it gets. Orville and Wilbur Wright designed and flew their flyer plane in December 1903. 5 people were said to have witnessed the flight, including John T. Daniels, who took photographic evidence. Claims the Whitehead beat the Wright brothers to what the fuck? Okay. There are 923 words in the English language that break the I before E rule. Only 44 words actually follow that rule. There are more trees on the Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Google runs on 5,000 times more code than the original space shuttle. Dolphins have a super sense called electro-interpretation. That means that they can sense the electrical impulses given off by all living things. Dolphins use this to search for fish hiding in the mud. The state of Texas has its own power grid to avoid dealing with the U.S. federal government. 93% of the Great Barrier Reef is now damaged by coral bleaching. The microcontroller inside a MacBook's charger is about as powerful as the original Macintosh computer. If Michael Phelps were a country, he'd rank number 30 in the all-time Olympic gold medal list, ahead of 97 other nations. Freddy Krueger has nightmares about Chuck Norris.
That's a fact.
I once had a goldfish that could breakdance on carpet. Only did it once, though.
He shortly passes out 5 seconds later.
I think he died 5 seconds later.
A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus.
You can't say die. It's gonna fucking YouTube's gonna get demonetized.
Scotland's national animal is the unicorn.
You have to say non-living.
Ricky, maybe it killed itself like Chester.
Pocahontas was a nickname meaning the naughty one or spoiled child.
Ah.
The $1,000 bill features Grover Cleveland on the front with the words $1,000 on the reverse. It was printed as a small-size Federal Reserve note in 1918.
Peter Pan.
The largest known... What the fuck, Ricky?
Oh, Ricky.
Between 25% and 33% of the population sneezes when exposed to light. In just 1 second, Apple makes $2,000. All 50 states are listed across the top of the Lincoln Memorial on the back of the $5 bill.